going to take a look at our structure itself. Ignore that periodic table. Alright, this is a program called AutoCAD, used by a lot of engineers today. Right here, we're looking at our initial foundation of our structure. Our structure is going to be about 145 feet by 240 feet, width and length. And looking now, we see the pillars for support throughout our hotel. And let's get a little bit of a 3D look on it.
Oh, good. Thank you.
So here's our first level. Having a steel frame for a building and having about 5 stories, we'll have about 40 columns throughout the hotel. Later, I'll go into more detail on the stress caused on the columns in the hotel from winds and different types of loads, they're called. But as we see, this is our first initial foundation. This is actually below ground, and possibly a parking garage as well can go underneath our hotel. All right, now take a look here. Just 1 second, bear with me. Now we're looking at our lobby. This is our first floor. As people walk in, well, as we're building this, we have to keep in mind offices. For the kitchen, bakery rooms, fridges, stoves, all of this that you would never think of, we have to put into play when designing the total floor plan for constructors to come in and possibly buy. Also, we put a gym on the right side for residents staying at our hotel to kind of work off all the fatty foods that we're giving them while staying in Hawaii. Alright, and then so now we'll check out, here's our basic floor plan. On each floor, we're going to have about 13 rooms per floor. That is totaling 52 rooms total in the whole hotel. In each room, there'll be a bathroom and a bed, of course. And depending on which choice of room you choose and how much money you want to pay, larger showers and perhaps hot tubs will be included in your hotel room. When designing our building, we as civil engineers must take into account the different forces that are going to be acted upon our structure. These forces are split up into categories called loads. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and bring out the whole structure for us, including pools.
I'm just thinking pool.
Alright, so as you see here, a 3D model that illustrates our hotel almost exactly in our 3D here for all of you to see. Alright, so going back to those loads that I was talking about, we have a couple types of loads. And remember, that is different stresses put on the building. We have dead loads, that is the initial weight of buildings, walls, floors, loads that aren't going to be changing at all, because that's where live loads come in. Live loads are the weight of furniture that are going to be moving around in the hotel. Also, masses of people. We have to put into account the people on different sides of the building, because that in turn will cause, in reality, all tall buildings sway, as you probably know. And that puts different stress on the structures down below. Also, on the columns, as you were seeing earlier. We then have seismic loads that are caused by possible earthquakes that we have to put into account. And then wind loads. That is pressures, suctions caused by wind. When designing this, we decided to put the flat side of the hotel towards the north side, because from the north winds, the winds are coming from the north. We did not want the wind to come into this little pocket here that we've created, because that in turn will cause more stress on our building, and that is not wanted. So due to these winds, we positioned it that way on the island. All right, and then as I was talking on the columns and beams down below for our main structure, these beams are actually designed to fluctuate, flex, and buckle under pressure. As the whole building will sway a couple feet, as strong winds come through, the columns down below will be able to take that stress and not break and possibly have our hotel collapse on us. So this is our general idea and our design of the insides of our structure and our hotel. But we're missing a couple things. Future designs, as we continue on and potentially build this hotel in Hawaii, we have to look at the water infrastructure, sewage lines. I did not put in sewage lines, water pipes going from each of the rooms down below. With these types of programs, we can, of course, click a button and boom, you'll be able to see all of the places that we're going to have to put in pipes for water. Also, electrical plans. Again, used on programs like this, AutoCAD. We could see all of the electrical lines going throughout the hotel. We were also thinking perhaps placing solar panels on top of our hotel, because that will have our hotel more self-sustaining, creating energy for the community around us and also the hotel itself. Also, before we start building, we'll have to do soil tests. Soil tests will check the particle sizes and their strengths, their density, for having a structure of this size to be put upon the ground. And then having a somewhat smaller size of a hotel, this will please the environmentalists. We're not putting too much impact on the environment itself because it's not a grand, huge resort. It's a more smaller. And so now looking at all of our designs, and now we'll have to look at the cost for it. Following U.S. national averages, for a steel frame hotel such as ours, for the cost will be about $2 million for architectural fees, $6 million for contractor fees, and going off of the data for about $300 per square foot, our total hotel is about 200,000 square feet. So adding up all of these numbers, we're going to come to about $37 million for this project, for the structure alone. That's not including roads, that's not including water pipeline laying, paying engineers for that. You really have to put in all of the different factors and not underestimate your costs, because that will cause for more loans, asking for money, and that will just lead to more problems. So as a civil engineer, we'll have to look at all of the different factors on our building. So now that we've looked at basic processes, designing, planning, now we're looking for investors. So each and every one of you, this is an amazing deal for you today to possibly invest in a great hotel that could possibly just a few dollars from your pocket, and in return you'll gain a lot more money.